Okay, hey everyone, it's Patrick once more. I promised you I would make a video long time ago, few weeks. Um, and then my voice kind of decided, okay, it's time for holidays now, and kind of stopped. It's a bit better now. It's still a bit lower than I'm used to, and I'm not sure if it's because I have a terrible cold or some other reason. And hey, my skin is totally clearing up. So it's not exactly back to normal, but it's a lot better. Also, ignore my hair. It's I went to sleep with wet hair. It looked worse when I got up, and when I had my hair that red, it looked like I had fire on my head when I did that. But anyway, so yes, my skin is clearing up. Progress, finally. There's this thing like I have this T-shirt, Rocky Horror Show. I'm a fan, and it has those sleeves with like, can you actually see that? It has like seams, like it's really tight, and it's for a man. And like when I bought it, I had really thin arms, so it was extremely loose. And I don't do any sports or anything, but suddenly like those sleeves, they fit, so they're really tight on my arms. It's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. But like the last few weeks, it's generally so help. What is my body doing? Because yeah, suddenly my arms are kind of thicker than I'm used to. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think that's it. Like there's not much to say in those updates. It's just hello. My voice is still alive. And it's better than a while ago. And my arms are being weird, and my skin is clearing up. I said that 3 times already, but it matters. It's like I have like naturally terrible skin. It's extremely it's extremely dry, like to the point where in winter when it's really cold it actually tears up. So testosterone making my skin more terrible was not a good thing, but I'm adjusting, so that's good. And yeah, I finally figured out it's like that the gel I'm using. Um, I figured out how to handle the stickiness, because if I wash my hands with warm water, so they're really warm, and then I put the gel on my hands, it melts, and then I can apply it, and it's not so terribly sticky anymore, which is kind of useful. What else is there? Yeah, there is not much else apart from I said I would tell you about that production of Romeo and Juliet I went to see. Yeah, that was long ago, and the internet has forgotten since. But I promised, and I tend to keep my promises. Mostly. Anyways, so it was really cool. Really, really cool. It was like those. As I said, it's a French theater company thingy, and they actually did the play in French. And then they figured, okay, so we have to do it in English, and they did it in English, and it's like it was two people, a man and a woman, and it was like they had this frame story where Puck and Bottom. Oh god, I said the name. I'm not supposed to say the name. Robin Goodfellow and Bottom. And I mean, okay, ignoring that. Well, one of them is just a weaver, and not actually. Sorry, I'm not quite awake yet. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so it's Bottom and Robin Goodfellow, and they're bored, and so they find a book called Romeo and Juliet, and they decide, hey, we'll play that. And it was really cool because they had all those like, how do you say that, requisiten, like, I don't know, things you need to play a theater, like you know I don't know, like glasses or I don't know, things you have on stage to set the scene, and like how people are dressed and stuff. And so they had those, they had like I think every character had like their yeah thing. So there, so it was only two players. So if they were, I don't know, Romeo, they had would put on a tie, and when they stopped being Romeo and were, I don't know, Mercutio instead, they would put on glasses, and it was real cool, um, because they could actually switch between being two characters. It was fun. And anyway, so the way the play was set up, the the woman was playing Romeo, and that resulted in the guy being Juliet, and that was really cool. Not in a, oh my god, it's a guy playing a woman. No, but he was actually, he was doing it in a really serious. Like, it wasn't a parody. He wasn't saying, haha, I'm playing a woman, it's fun. He's an actor, and the role he's been given is a woman, and so he's playing that role to the best of his ability. And that was kind of cool. Yeah. Also, after the play was over, they kind of asked me what I thought of it and stuff, and yeah, like my French is fairly okay, and as I wrote, one of the guys there, he's Quebecois, and holy fucking shit, like I don't know, he 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 has a really really nice French to listen to, but it's really really fast and a bit like slurred. Like it's not clear cut. I'm used to the kind of clear cut French where you actually uh, I'm gonna fetch a book and I'm gonna read you some French. 5 seconds. So here we go with my terrible attempt at doing French accents. So, okay. Blah blah blah. Introduction. Why do books always, like, if I buy any book that's from before 1900, it always has this introduction. Why? What do I need with an introduction? Like, if heaven's sake, if I take what do we have here? Okay, I don't have a book handy. I think the newest book I have around is Jack Kerouac on the Road, and that used to lie just behind me. It's not there anymore because I cleaned up my room. And anyways, that doesn't have an introduction. But okay, we have Othello. Introduction. Wonderful. We have John Milton. Introduction. Hamlet. Introduction. Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman. Introduction. Like, I don't get it. What's with that introductions? But anyway, I promised you some French. So, starting off. So we have, it's the first part, the first book, first chapter of my brick. So, en 1815, Monsieur Charles François Bienvenu Muriel était évêque de Digne. C'était un vieillard d'environ 75 ans. Il occupait le siège de Digne depuis 1806. Quoique ce détail ne touche en aucune manière au fond même de ce que nous avons à raconter, il n'est peut-être pas inutile, ne fût-ce que pour être exact en tout, d'indiquer ici les bruits et les propos qui avaient couru sur son compte au moment où il était arrivé dans le diocèse. Okay, so that's the French I'm used to. A bit less with the pausing because of, oh help, how I'm going to pronounce this. This guy with his Quebecois, it was like, I can't actually do that. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fail terribly, but I'm gonna try. It sounded something like this. Quoique ce détail ne touche pas en aucune manière au fond même de ce que nous avons raconté, il ne peut peut-être pas inutile de fixer. Yeah. Have fun with that. And thing is, it was 11 at night and I was fucking tired. And this guy was speaking so terribly fast. And he was like, oh my god, help. And then he figured, okay, I can do this in English. And I thought, okay, it's gotta be better. He has a French accent. And so his English it's actually slower, but it has that slurry quality his French had, and it was like, okay, so French was still easier. I'm sorry. I felt really stupid. Like, I mean, I'm 20. I'm kind of used to hanging around places feeling like a kid. And I kind of figured I wouldn't feel so much like a kid anymore, you know, being 20 and stuff, and it's still the same. Still feel like a kid hanging around places I shouldn't be. But it was fun. Also, seriously, I have a crush on my French teacher. It's so embarrassing. Like, it's already difficult enough speaking French. And I mean, if he was just a cool teacher, I could just, well, speak French and fail terribly, but I have a crush on him, so I want to impress him, so, oh god, it's terrible. Okay, whatever. So if anyone who's watching this knows me, French teacher in question is Sébastien Pruvot. I think you know him. You should know him. He's really cool. And it's not my fault, because everyone has a crush on him. Seriously, everyone. Anyways, oh yes, the Christmas celebration. Like, we have our school has this Christmas thingy at the church in the city. It's a Protestant church. Every year, and we have to, like, the choir, I don't know, group of people who sing, whatever. We have to sing a few songs there every year, and sometimes it's real cool stuff. Like a few years ago, it was Handel, Messiah, this Hallelujah thing. Actually, if you enter Handel Hallelujah on YouTube, you'll find it. And that was real cool, because that choir, it's like 200 people, and it sounds really impressive. But this year we had to do like a bunch of those kitschy French songs, like, oh my god, it was terrible, and some Latin thing that I have no idea what it means, really. It's something about, I could go fetch it, but you'd laugh at me. It's something like, the Lord is born, I think, and now praise everyone who's loyal and holy and whatever. And it's, yeah, it's church music, and it's fine, but it's like it kind of lacks that impressive quality that I expect of that kind of music. It falls kind of flat, which was a pity. But it was cool, really. And yeah, the tenor is, that's actually really really cool. Like, um, we're about maybe 20 guys. Four of us are singing tenor. Just four. Two of us are, well, one is a girl, the other is me. So yeah, that girl is included in 20 guys. That's habit. She's okay with it, actually. She finds it funny. But anyway, so, and the four of us, just the four of us, we actually sing louder and more correct than the 16 guys who's singing bass. Like, dudes, why are you even here if you're not gonna sing? Well, it's cool because our what do you call that? The guy who stands in front of the orchestra and goes la di da with his hands. Conductor. Whatever, I'm gonna call him a conductor. He was mocking them. He was actually really really mocking them. And oh my god, they're so they are also desperately trying to be manly and grown up, and he was just laughing at them, and it was really cool. It's good not to be. It's good not to be among the ones mocked, but actually, seriously, if you are choosing to be in a place where you're supposed to sing and you're there of your own free will and you're not singing, then you deserve the mockery that's coming to you. That's just common sense. I mean, no one forced them to be there. Yeah, well, anyways. Oh yes, and I did say something about my plans to learn Latin and Greek at university. Like, okay, I'm gonna spend the first year trying to catch up on some Latin and Greek that I can actually read the relevant source texts without having to rely on translations, because translations and editor's notes and that stuff fucking sucks, and I hate all of it. And I'm still trying to find the relevant. Like, I need Hamlet and Marlowe's translations of Ovid's elegies. I need those in the original print, because like, I hate editors. Like, dudes, just, you have the stuff that's printed, and now you write down exactly what is printed, exactly, without any changes, and you print it anew. But no, can't do that. We need editor's notes and editor's notes, and ooh, you could read that in a different way, and oh my god, and oh my god, I hate them. Like, seriously, I can read myself. And the fact that at some point someone printed a C instead of an E, that's not gonna confuse me. I can handle that. I really can. But no, we need it. Oh, we need editors. Oh well. So I'm still trying to find the original texts. But yeah, I figured I need Latin and Greek, because I'm gonna start eating people if I have to deal with like translations through 4 years of university. I hate translations. Anyways, I told my aunt, and she studied Latin and Greek, and she says, "Oh, 1 year, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Latin, maybe. Greek, you're gonna need 1.5 at least." And then she explained why, and I think it was meant. I mean, it's not a horror story to her, but it was meant to scare me off. And so she starts, well, you have like 20 or so verb tenses, just for fun. You have a tense called aorist, which is not exactly a present perfect, but something very similar. And you have not only active and passive voice, you have a third one called medium, and then you have participles in active, passive, medium, and every time for possible. And it's like, I think it was supposed to scare me off, but I was just sitting here, oh, that's so cool. Okay, okay. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to languages. I love languages. But so I'm gonna spend the first 2 years at university learning Greek and Latin, which is fun. And then I'm probably going to study English and history, and then I'm gonna become a teacher. And I just figured out, like, you have you have 30 points in half a year. 30 of 180 you need for your master. And I'm just 30 points when I'm seeing what my sister and my older brother are doing for those 30 points. I'm kind of sitting here going, I could do 60. Like, okay, so I'm not gonna try. But like, if I get my timetable, like, I mean, if I'm in the city anyway, and there's like a cool seminar or on something or other, then, I mean, if there's a cool lecture about something and I'm at university anyway, I can go and sit in that lecture and listen. So, yeah, I have to talk to the uni. But I'm probably going for a bit more than 30 points. I don't want to get bored. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, another thing. Can someone tell me, like, that testosterone gel? It has like these pages and pages of warnings what happens when kids or women get into contact with it. And like, I'm sharing a bathroom with my brother, and I'm kind of being careful on, don't know, washing my hands and stuff. But is anything going to happen if he comes into contact with that gel? Because actually there's little information to be found on that. And I'm kind of wondering, just, does it not affect other men, or does it not affect them severely? Or is it just that no one ever considered that it might? No, well, anyways. Oh yeah, I got jelly beans for Christmas, and I'm confused by them. Like, they have this outer shell which is really tasty, and inside it's just a kind of tasteless jelly. Is that the way they're supposed to be? Is that how they work? How do you actually eat them? Because if you just eat them like, how do you say that? Definitely. Phew. I think the German word is something like cow bonbons, but like lollipops, but without the stick part, just the yeah. Okay, so are you just supposed to put them in your mouth and kinda lick on them until they're gone, or are you supposed to bite them, or how do you eat jelly beans? Seriously, I don't know how. Please tell me. Also, I have so far finished Romeo and Juliet, Midsummer Night's Dream, Hamlet, and Macbeth. And I'm trying to read Twelfth Night, and I should probably read Gentleman of Verona. I have also now finished most of Marlowe's plays, apart from Massacre at Paris, because I can't figure that out. It's confusing me. and I read a bunch of really cool essays, and I'm more and more convinced that Alan Shepard is just he's just a troll. He just keeps asserting those really, really speculative theses, and it's like, dude, no, that's speculative. Stop it! Like, so in Tamburlaine the Great, they have those flags, like, okay, so the first day it's like white, and if the if they surrender to his army, then nothing's gonna happen. And the next day it's red, and then the last day it's black, and like, uh, okay, so in my understanding is like, we come in peace if you surrender. Next day, okay, you didn't surrender, so we put up something threatening and hope you surrender. And the last day, you didn't surrender despite threatening, so we're gonna kill all of you. Like, that's a completely logical process of colors. And now he, like, that's actually killing me. So, those three colors, white, red, and black, are equivalent to the colors of fluid the human body expels in rising states of emotion. So, okay, so we have sweat, tears, and saliva. And maybe if you're being really weird, urine, which could be white. And like, okay, sweating, crying, and drooling seems okay. That's not heightened states of emotion, that's just a thing. Then red, blood, maybe. And I don't think the body expels much other red fluids. But like, I usually don't get emotional to the point where I start bleeding. And I kind of realized that thing about nosebleeds in like Japanese media. But I don't think that was what Alan Shepard was going for. And then black, that would be Galle. Schwarze Galle. Okay, I don't know. Gall. Yeah, I think Gall is right. And maybe shit could be considered to be black, but like when your body is expelling gall, then maybe you have other problems than a heightened state of emotion. And I don't think going to take a dump is a state of emotion, and it's like, I don't get it. Like, I think bleeding would be more like emotionally distressing than taking a dump, but well, I don't know. So I don't understand that thesis. Like, he has taken something that's pretty obvious from like a military heraldic point of view, and has added some speculative tosh about bodily fluids, and he hasn't actually explained anything by that. He just, I don't know what he's doing with that thesis. It's just like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Have you ever seen a human? Yeah, I hate him. I'm still going to finish his book because, well, maybe he has a point somewhere in there. I don't think so, but he might. Well, anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye.